What's up everybody, my name is Hector and this is Torque Junkies. Today I'm going to go over this humongous body-on-frame SUV, which is the 2018 facelifted Infiniti QX80. Now, like the title says, I'm going to go over all the major changes on this car. I'm going over all that right now. Thank you so much to the salesperson, Adam Kirschenbaum, for allowing me to review this vehicle. He's located in West Palm Beach, Florida at Schumacher Infiniti The Palm Beaches. Check him out. He provides great customer service. Okay, so now we can start. So first off, I think that the biggest major change, obviously the most obvious one, is going to be the front of the car. Now, the side fenders and the front grille, that's all new. This is a body-on-frame SUV, as we all know. However, it is now, I have to say now it is official that every Infiniti that I've seen on the road that is new, I love how they look. I can finally say that about the QX80. I couldn't really say that before. I thought it was a cool car, but I didn't really think it was a handsome car. And I think that the front of this car and the rear of this car has been improved dramatically, and it looks fantastic in my opinion. So you do have this new grille, this very signature Infiniti with these new futuristic headlights that are very mean and angry looking, and very, very recognizably Infiniti. And you do also have standard fog lights at the bottom here. They did lift the bottom here, but just this whole section here just looks so much better. Okay, so that is the first part, obviously. So the next thing is going to be the rear of this SUV. Now, one of the other changes, like I mentioned earlier, is the rear. However, now you get to look at it, and I think it looks much better. Not just the lights, but also the actual back has been changed a little bit as well. I love these tail lights. I think they look fantastic, recognizably Infiniti. And I have to say that this is obviously, I would say, probably the most luxurious body-on-frame utility vehicle right now on the road. It was a huge improvement. I always thought that it was a little too bubbly, like I said, but now these tail lights and the headlights look fantastic, and the grille really gives it a much sharper look. And thank goodness Infiniti finally changed these ugly side gills for some really nice, sophisticated looking side gills. Thank goodness. Now that we've looked at the differences on the outside of the car, let's go check out the differences in the inside. This thing's like a boat. This thing's humongous. Jesus. I can fit like my entire family here, like extended on my wife's side and on my side. And I'm Mexican. We have a large family. It's huge. Okay, so now in the 2018 QX80. Now driving this SUV, you can tell I can tell while driving it that it is a very big car. Obviously it is huge. It's over 200 inches long. It is one of the largest trucks in its segment. And I have to say, probably the most luxurious body on frame I've driven. Definitely more luxurious than the Cadillac Escalade, more than the Navigator, even though I have not driven the 2018 Navigator. So I will actually hold my breath on that one. However, while driving it, it doesn't feel as big as it is. It's actually pretty nimble, and it's got a good pep with this 400 horsepower V8 engine. It's got plenty of pep. Powering the beast, we have a 5.6 liter V8 engine producing 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. Plenty of pep, and I mean, at no moment do I feel like I'm driving something that's too big or too clunky. It feels really good. It feels responsive. It feels nimble for a car of this size. And I know that word is used very, that's a big word to use for this kind of truck. But for the size, I do have to say it does feel nimble, and it takes bumps really, really well. So far, the way it drives, I don't think there's any major changes. However, it's still a great car. I really enjoy it. Some changes to the interior. The diamond stitching has been revised a little bit, so it is a little better than it was before. Now, one of the things that is new that I really like is this screen that it has on the rearview mirror. There's a screen that pops up, so when you go and you pull the lever, it'll come off, but when you go and you put the lever back on, it shows your screen, and it goes from 20-foot radius to a 40-foot radius, so you see a lot more with the screen than you would see with your
traditional rear view mirror. And you can also lower it or higher it depending on how tall you are. You can actually adjust the height of the screen, and it's actually right on the menu, and you can change the brightness. You have your home link. I love how high up I am in this car though. I love that. Now, a couple things I must mention. This car does feel very luxurious. The interior, like I said, this is definitely the most luxurious body on frame in its class so far. And one thing that I've noticed though is that they've had kind of a miss on is they didn't really update the infotainment system.
Now, I understand that this is not a complete redesign, but the dash and infotainment system just feel like an outdated Infiniti.
That being said, it still is a very nice interior. Feels very, very luxurious. Now, also, you do have the optional theater package where you do get 2 monitors in the back seats. So that's really cool if you have little ones, and a ton of storage. My favorite thing has to be how peppy the vehicle is. Now, it is a rear-wheel drive by nature. You can also get it as a all-wheel drive if you want it to. Now, of course, a body on frame is very important. And if you want to know what a body on frame is and the difference between that and a regular SUV, is that a body on frame would be something like an Escalade, a Tahoe, SUVs that are really built off of trucks and a traditional truck body. It's actually, as it says, it's a body on a frame versus it being a unibody. And that allows it for a much higher towing capacity. This vehicle can actually tow up to 8,500 pounds, which is fantastic. So yes, the unibody is better for towing and off-roading capabilities. So if you're somebody who's into towing and off-roading, this is definitely the vehicle for you. You do also have 7 seats in this vehicle and 7 comfortable seats. The rear does get a little cramped, the rear 3 seats. However, the 2 captain chairs in the back and the captain chairs up front definitely are really, really nice. There is so much space in here. It is unbelievable. I do have to say that. Sounds great. Sounds like a muscle car. All right, so that's everything I've got to say on the new 2018 Infiniti QX80. I still love it, and now I actually love how it looks. Thank goodness, and finally. Alright guys, so that is all the major changes in the 2018 Infiniti QX80. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if this is your first time watching Torque Junkies, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to give us a like. Let us know what you think of the 2018 Infiniti QX80. Put it in the comments below. My name is Hector, this is Torque Junkies. Have a great day.